Hey, Capt Logos here, preacher at large, teaching the word and inspiring 3 minutes at a time. Well, it's the beginning of a new year. We're into it fully. And I know you've heard the saying, the old saying, it's mind over matter. Well, you know what? I believe that is true, and I also believe it's biblical. So when I run my PT test, and I got to run my 1.5 miles, or my 2 miles, or whatever it is, I set the pace at the beginning, and I engage my mind, and I don't let it tell my body that it's tired, that it's hurting, or that it's too hard. I don't let it slow my body down. I engage my mind. Now look, if you can't run 1.5 miles, you're in pretty bad shape, especially if you're in the military. So if you just engage your mind and don't slow the pace down, once you start it, you will make that 1.5 miles and you'll make it in pretty good time. Right? So it's mind over matter, because my body's been hurting. I've had to take drugs to run the PT test. I've been hurting, but I engaged my mind. So it was mind over my body, the matter. So Paul says to take every thought captive in 2 Corinthians 10:5. He says, casting down arguments and every high exalting thing that exalts itself of the knowledge of God, bringing every thought into the captivity of the obedience of Christ. You see, you can't sin unless you first think about it. So if you're not dwelling on sin, you won't sin. That's why Paul says to take every thought captive. So even when we're talking about sin, it is mind over matter. If you think about things that are not good, eventually you will do things that are not good. Hey, we're supposed to think on the good things of God, right? Philippians 4:8 says, hey, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are noble, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are good of report. If there be any virtue, if there's anything praiseworthy, meditate, i.e. think, on these things. But there's one more step that a lot of people forget about. They think it's mind over matter only. Well, it is mind over matter. But first, it's heart over mind. You see, Jesus lives in your heart. No, not the blood pumping vessel, not this thing. He lives in the seat of your emotions, and that's what we in the Western world call the heart. We invite him into our heart, not our mind. So it is mind over matter, but first, you must have your heart in control of your mind. Once again, just like my last post, it's a heart thing. Heart over mind, mind over matter. Now, go get your face in the Bible.